All right, I know I look like Two-Face right now, but if I cut on this light right here, it'll blind you guys. You won't be able to see. Not sure when you're seeing this video, if it's one of the ones I post when I'm driving back home, but I wanted to take a moment and really shout out Jared Goff. It's not all about Jared Goff, but Jared Goff just happens to be the quarterback that was part of the division win the first time in NFC North history. First time in 30 years. And I'm so happy for Jared Goff. I'm so happy that it was him. I feel like he's earned it. I feel like he deserves it. If anybody deserves to take this team to an NFC North title for the first time since I was in middle school, it's Jared Goff. Former number one pick thrown in the trash for a guy that is 6 years older than him. They trade 2 first-round picks and a third-round pick, who, by the way, that third-round pick was Ife Melifonwu. So I know the Rams won the trade, but I tell you what, Lions get a Super Bowl. We won the trade. That's facts. It won't be equal. We would have won that trade. Jared Goff, still not going, I know this video, he's still not going to get the love he deserves. Y'all not going to give it to him, but I'm going to give it to him. Jared Goff deserves love and respect. The fumble that should have been a fumble, but they called it incomplete pass. That wasn't even his fault. No turnover. Second game in a row, turnover free. When Jared Goff can stay clean, he can win games. He's phenomenal in the pocket. And I know you guys want to see more. I know you want to see him move. You want to see a guy that's going to make plays. And I know you're going to find something to nitpick in the comment section. It's just the way that you are. You don't want Jared Goff as your quarterback, and that's okay. But even if you don't want him your quarterback, you have to accept what he is, and that is a fantastic pocket passer. I'm looking at him, and I'm saying, today, Minnesota, I'm like, there have been times that another quarterback would have stepped up and he would have ran. But Jared Goff is not that guy. He will never be that guy. But if you give him time, he's going to completely annihilate you. And I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud to have him as my quarterback. Everybody's talking about Stafford, and the narrative is already back to Matthew Stafford. We haven't the matchup isn't even set yet, and it's already the narrative has shifted to Stafford coming back to Detroit and how we don't want to play Matthew Stafford. Let's give the guy that actually hadn't he Jared Goff didn't even know he was traded, so he was already traded. He's come to this city from LA, embrace the city, embrace being a part. And if you ask me, I know you guys love Matthew Stafford, but if you ask me, he is more of a Detroit quarterback than Stafford ever was in his time. Stafford was a warrior. Stafford might have a better arm, but Stafford was treated like royalty from the time he got here. Y'all love Stafford so much that when he left, you followed him. The guy that's been our quarterback for the last 2.5 years, almost three now, has not getting the credit he deserves. Y'all rather root for the Detroit Rams than give this guy, Jared Goff, a chance. And I'm so happy for him. So proud that he's my quarterback. So proud that we didn't lose the game and y'all would have found a way to put this on Jared Goff. That's just what you do. And I am honored and privileged that he was the guy that, you know, if you looked at the graphic of NFC North champions, the Lions have, I made a video about this a couple of days ago. We have the most fourth place finishes at 10. And going into the 20th year, I think this was the 20th year of the NFC North, 2021. There was an asterisk as by our team. We were the only NFC North team to not win. And it was like not pictured. So you talk about an asterisk. There was an asterisk by the logo of our team. Jared Goff was the quarterback that helped get that off, right? Now, all the love that you guys want to get to Stafford and all the nitpicking that you want to do about Jared Goff, let me remind you that there was a guy by the name of Matt Flynn who beat Matthew Stafford. You can like Matthew Stafford. He can be the better quarterback. It doesn't matter. But it's time. And I know that some of you not going to do this, but it's time to show Jared Goff some love. Like you can't take away. You can't take this from him. And again, Matthew Stafford, your golden boy, was beat by a guy who disappeared after he put up 500 yards on us in 2014, 2011, whenever that was, the Matt Flynn effect. Goes to sign with Seattle, takes a big payday and disappears. I think Jared Goff's going to be around for a while. And I think now, with the Detroit Lions winning the division, securing the 3rd seed, getting a playoff spot, getting a home game, he is now officially done more than Matthew Stafford. Okay. One more win. Lions get to 12 wins. Out of 2 games left, they get to 12 wins. That's something Matthew Stafford never did. And you can say a lot of things. Oh, Matthew Stafford didn't have the team. He did. In 2.5 years, let's just call it 3. In 3 years, we went from Matt Patricia gutting this team out, right, to building a NFC North champion and a legitimate NFC title contender. That's what we did in 3 years. Matthew Stafford had 10. He had 10 years. And in 10 years, never the team, you can put it on the team that the team didn't put a team, right? The ownership didn't put a team together. But I've been screaming that since Jared Goff got here and Matt Patricia gutted this team, that we need a team around him. On the defensive side of the ball, we still got some questions. We got some budding studs. We have some certified studs, but we got some question marks on that defensive side of the ball. But Jared Goff is the leader of this offense, and he has earned the respect that he deserves. That's what I was trying to say. And again, I know y'all not going to give it to him. I know there are some of you out there that's going to find a reason. We could lose against the Dallas Cowboys. We could lose the last game of the season. We get to the playoffs and we lose our last home game or the playoff game. Whatever it is, y'all going to find a reason to blame Jared Goff. But for those of you who can see things clearly, it's time to respect him, even if you don't like him, even if you don't like his game. See, you can respect somebody and never like him. And if that's what you want to do, that's cool. That's cool. But Jared Goff taking this team to its first ever division title, something Matthew Stafford never did. And again, I will remind you that Stafford lost to a 3rd string Matt Flynn, who never saw the football field really like that after that entire game. And it was for the title. I'm sure you're going to put that on the defense, but you got to put it on Stafford too. He got out, a 1st-round pick got outdueled by somebody who disappeared after that. So Jared Goff is my quarterback, man. I've always seen what he really is, and that is he's fantastic in the pocket. And he might not have the sidearm. He might not have a cannon for an arm, but he's not a game manager. Jared Goff is a precision passer. He's not a risk taker. He's an NFL quarterback who you can win with. Again, for a team that's never won the NFC North until now, a team that's never been to a Super Bowl, can we give some love to a guy that actually been? So that's all I got to say, man. Congratulations to Jared Goff. Proud that he's my quarterback, and I'm proud and honored that he was the one that, and this is not going to change the narrative about him. It's not going to change the Stafford effect, but I'm proud that he was the one, no matter what happens from here on out, he was the one that gave the Detroit Lions something they never had. They can never take that. The media pundits, you can never take that. No matter what happens with Hendon Hooker, you can never take that away from Jared Goff, that he was the quarterback to lead the Detroit Lions, the 2023 Detroit Lions, to their first ever NFC North division title and the first division title in 3 decades. That's our quarterback. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.